growing up ain't easy. Too many things to do weekly. Too many thoughts to think deeply. Too many thoughts to be sleeping. Yeah, oh my god, I'm not eating. I feel so empty, I'm receding. And all of my friends are misleading. All of these posts and the lives they're leading. Yeah, oh, no way, I ain't gonna stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken. Need someone who could just so sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way, and we all deal with our pain. Oh yeah. No, I'm not down, no, I'm not out. If I got a voice, they gon' hear me shout. I can make my own choice and we've all got a mouth. I'ma make noise, yeah, that I don't doubt. I don't feel failure, not yet. Mistakes they make, you better don't regret. And like Drake said, man, I'm upset. Too many people out here wasting their breath, yeah, yeah. And still I feel like we've just all been going crazy. Too many people need to find themselves some safety. Just take control of your life, it's all day to day, yeah. Don't need nobody else, myself can always save. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way, and we all deal with our pain. Oh yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way, and we all deal with our pain. Oh yeah.
Alright, hey YouTube, we're back, and I'm here with the Incarnon Dread. Going to do a quick showcase of what I found best with it, the sort of niche, should you pick it up, should you not pick it up, and overall thoughts on the weapon. Alright, so let's first at least go over the Incarnon perks. So, Coup de Grace, increased damage by plus 50, that's a pretty good sum. On hit, increased damage by another 10, up to 50. That's another good sum, and I've heard rumors this is bugged, and I feel this is also bugged, but it might be worth taking over some attack speed in the future when it gets fixed, but 10% fire rate stacks up to 5 times, and that's versus plus 70, so if you feel like you just want the more average damage in between, you could probably go with that. However, 100% damage if the enemy has less than half health is less than satisfactory, since you're probably going to be wanting to one-shot them, if not have your slashes after the one-shot killing them. So, but it's not bad. I don't think it'll scale as well as just 100 raw damage. Alright, next is either projectile speed, zoom, or ammo. Ammo is worthless. Zoom can be useful depending if you like that kind of stuff. If you want to run the headshot galvanized scope, then go with that, sure. And then even with a minus zoom riven, I honestly don't even run galvanized scope. It's just such a hassle to keep up. And then projectile speed. This will turn your projectiles into practical hit scan if you use it with other projectile speed web. So, dual status crit chance, raw status, and raw crit multiplier. I would have to say dual status crit chance. I've heard arguments for the raw crit multiplier as well. I just like having the extra status on there, even if we are going to be running hunter munitions, because the Incarnon form kind of screws over its slash weighting. Nonetheless, I prefer, yeah, just dual. I wish this had some crit chance on it. That'd be nice, even if it wasn't much, but And then if you want to try to run a status build and get a Riven that has plus slash, then you could probably try that. I won't be going for that though. I prefer the raw damage approach with it. Alright, let's take a look at it outside of Cavallero. Equipment, arsenal. Do I even have it equipped? Yep. I came prepared. Alright, here's the Riven. Here's my Riven. It's not that good of a Riven. I'll be re-rolling this here pretty soon. I think I'm at almost 2 million Kuva. I just don't want to see it all disappear in one night. So I'm holding off for now, but if you don't have a Riven, just go with fire right here. It'll be the same. It'll just be a little bit less raw damage. So, vital acceleration would probably be better, but polarity. But yeah, that's just 200% raw damage. The reload speed doesn't really affect it. It does help me noose the arrow a bit faster, but not a lot fast. And then I go for terminal velocity. And there's a couple of builds you can run with it. You can run the, do I not have the, okay, yeah, you can run the split flights, or you can run the galvanized chamber. I'll be going more on about that in a hot minute here. For now, let's get out of Chrysalith. So overall, I think it's a good weapon. I was kind of hoping for something that would be, you know, more unique, not just another Paris Nadaruk style. It's better than the Cinta. I've been playing around with the Cinta a lot more lately as well, but that being said, there's a lot of competition in these sort of quick long-ranging cleaves for bows. So I'll have a couple weapons to test against it and show you guys some maybe other alternatives if you don't want to pick up a dread or even use a bow. I think it's very usable. Great slash procs. I would say it's on the level of the Nadaruk, sadly. So if you already have the Nadaruk, feel free to skip this. If you don't, or if you just want something more unique, go ahead and grab it. I would say the one downside versus the Nadaruk it has is the only 20 shots in the mag, but the Paris has that as well, so. Alright. So, I would say it launches a like 2 meters thick horizontal glaive sort of looking thing. They're pretty potent. I'll show this build first. In fact, I'm going to test it without the Riven, just to give it a bit more fairness when I do compare it to the Nadaruk and such. Launches a sort of glaive. It is a little bit tricky to get headshots, but just use a spam shot like this. The velocity will make up for the quick shots. And then you can kind of go. I went raw damage with viral, just so that the slash procs will proc a bit higher with hunter munitions, since I don't find the base slash all that worth building around. And then once you get Merciless going, they'll start shredding. Make no mistake about that. This is with a Panzer though, should be noted. But this is innate viral weapon, so it won't make that much of a difference. So you can honestly go corrosive if you want to. Yeah, that's about what you can expect from it there. I would say it's about 4 meters in a sort of quick long-ranged attack. And it'll go straight. If there are like drones, like an arbitration though, it won't hit those, and it's kind of scummy for that, not scummy, crummy for that sort of situation. Especially when you have to waste ammo on those. However, it's not too bad. What you can do to help the AoE a bit, horizontally, is add this on. It'll make charging up headshots a little bit more difficult at times. However, it will add a lot more damage. And it'll probably make it, honestly, more like a 6 to even 8 meter cleave. Oh, maybe not 8 meter, more like 6 meter horizontal cleave, which is good. That's better than Nadaruk in some ways. Problem is, the stacks will drop off every 2 seconds, so if you have other teammates going around being efficient, then it's not going to be able to upkeep its stacks as much as you want, requiring you to sort of two-shot some enemies than you otherwise might not have to with galvanized chamber. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Those are probably the best two ways to go about using this weapon. Galvanized aptitude, because heat status proc is pretty nice, actually. So even if it's like a, I don't know, 1/10 chance to get a slash, it's still a chance to get a slash. So if you think you want a new bow, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely worth it. It'll do a lot of damage. It still has the caveats of being a charge bow. And then you'll have to think about other options. Here I have my Nadaruk. It does not have a Riven. You could probably swap this out for more raw damage here if you wanted to. Vital acceleration if you want there. This is just a standard Hunter Munitions crit slash build. What you'd about expect. I don't think it's really worth putting more Forma into. It'll have a bit more time to charge up, so it'll require a couple more shots to charge up, but once it does, especially if you get the perfect shots, which I won't be going for, just to showcase, because they're kind of unreliable, it can shred just as fast. And of course the infinite ammo. That is definitely a plus side for the Nadaruk. So, I would say I get a little bit more on the slash procs with the Dread. So, if that's your thing. Another thing that this will be comparable to, probably the Tenant Archiplasmor. Typical Plasmor build. This will have, quite frankly, a wider cone of AoE. It'll take a couple seconds to charge up here as well. So, yeah. I'm getting a little bit of double damage here. I should go this way due to the projectile, but it's about what you can expect. So if you already have like a 10-hour Plasmor and you don't feel like using bows, you're not missing out on much. I would say the winners this week are the Despair and Hate. Hate has probably reached above the rest of the melees due to the awesome quality of life on that quick attack. That'll, as long as you have Prime Sure-Footed, of course. And the Despair, it's good. It only has 20 in the mag. That's the one downside. But it can sort of just spam out dozens of AoEs, which is pretty good if you don't mind recharging every every few seconds. Which is why I don't mind missing out on it too much this week, especially with the kunai coming up. I'm going to be going for those next week. And yeah, this has been the Dread. It's still a solid weapon. Do I wish it had something a bit more unique to it? Yeah, but at the same time, it's a good weapon. It'll be good for stealth missions. It does turn alarming on the heavy, or the Incarnon, but yeah. Alright, that's it. I hope you guys have been enjoying your Incarnons. Week 6 is over, and the older ones will start cycling around. Expect some build guides for those next. Peace.